Hello everybody and welcome to round number 20, the season finale. Well, the first part of the season finale here in La Colina in Spain. The first time we're going here during the finale, but this time things are different. It is a double header here in Spain in La Colina today. So this will be the first of two races hosted here in La Colina to decide the championship. As usual, the starting lineup is decided by points order, so Paul Jackson starts on pole but will not get any extra points for pole position, with Rowe on his outside 7 points back in the championship. This could go either way for these people, but there's also a few wild cards behind. Cordell Paulson only 45 points back, could win this championship, but he still has a ways to go before he can win this championship. Jack Halleck and Nick Pericles are tied in points, but it was given to Jack Halleck for now because of his one win. Jack Halleck will start in the 4th position with Pericles in 5th. They're both within a race of the championship, so they could take it if things go wrong for the front runners. Then you got the last three in contention who would need a miracle to win it all. Scott Roush, William Brock, and William Duncan all need something big to be able to win it all. But it's 8 people, these 8 right here, can win this championship. But the big likelihood right now is that it's going to be Jackson. Look through the pack at some other people. Sean Angel trying to battle with Hans Windhelm ahead for the best ranked seed this season. They both had remarkable seasons and had their breakout seasons even. And we'll see which one can come out on top for that rank C battle. And big news dropped in the garage. Gerard Aron, where is he? Ow, so I'm having issues with the camera angles. Gerard Aron was given a ride. He had finally been recruited to Epic Motorsports coming next season, as the team has said that they see a lot of the potential that Clipper Haas did, and they want him to give him a chance and a better ride. See if the Rank A ride will finally give him that push he's needed. Gerard Aron, a lot of people wishing him luck going into next season, as well as I. A lot of people hoping that he can pull something off, but we're looking ahead. A lot of people really big potentials for some really big things next season, especially with some of the people moving up to Rank A. Gerard Aron, John Arndt, Abe Shepard, Philip Scott getting his first ride in a Rank A next season. Good job of him, but at the tail end of the field, you got Roger Ray, who's still last in points since about the 5th race, and he still cannot recover it. God, there's so much to talk about. So little time. Cordell Paulson, 45 points back, could definitely win this championship. A lot of people are saying this is a Rowe versus Jackson battle, but do not leave Paulson out of this championship. He could become the first Rank B champion in history. 45 points back. We'll have to see over time to see if we can get it done. Maverick GP, all 3 members still in contention. The only team to do that. They were dominant this season. Almost 400 points up on 2nd place in points. They pretty much have this Constructors' Championship locked down. And I think that Maverick GP, with keeping their Santa lineup next season, could be a huge threat going forward. Anderson is 1 point out. He cannot win this championship even if he gets max points both races and Jackson does not score. He'll be 1 point back. So Anderson cannot win this championship, sadly. So bad luck to Anderson. Even though he won at Bermuda, isn't going to be able to play for a championship. Dak Jovic and Jeffrey Finguy, an ongoing rivalry between them. Right now, Finguy does lead it. He starts in the 11th position, if I'm correct. No, he starts in 10th. He starts in the 10th position. So, Jeffrey Finguy on a roll as of late. We're soon to get the command. We look through the pack a little further. Save Sports probably dropping out. Sad to see them go, which Tom's already got a ride, but Ray and Thaber do not. And right now it seems Thundersport will be the other team dropping down, with HHR and Red Stallion staying. But we're about to get the command. 19 laps around La Colina in Spain for the final time this season.
Start your engines.
or for the final round of the season. As the cars are fired up, we're waiting for the flagman to call the green. 19 laps, 2 minutes a lap, green flag is in the air in La Colina. We expect a first turn crash. Where will it come? Brock's in the wall. Brock, a heavy hit into the wall for a points contender. Not too good, but it's the 11 of Cordell Paulson gets out in the lead from the third straight position. Was there a wreck in turn 1 though? A wreck would happen as Carlson Jr. would be coming through 1 and 2, would get clipped by Irvine and would just slam into the wall. That'd be his day. Lots of frustration. Thompson would also go around. He'd be fine. Carlson very frustrated. Bad luck in the first of the 2 double headers, but it's Paulson as they go up the hill for the first time today. What happened to Alexander Rowe? He had dropped almost immediately down the field below Malcher even, which Malcher was pretty strong in practice. Practice was not recorded though, since we did not need it, so we don't exactly know who was fast in practice. We know that Malcher was pretty fast in practice. But right now, it's Paulson, the rank B Clever Haas Racing driver, being chased by his next season teammate, Paul Jackson. Their other teammate next season, Sean Angel, is also climbing through the order. So this new brigade for next season is already trying to prove themselves that they're going to be a big threat next season, and a lot of people think that's going to be the case. But they go up the hill into the curve section. The only big banked corner. This corner feels so good. Pericles in the 3rd position. He started in 5th. Right now, he could play for a championship, but he'll need more than this. The Jackson crew had a lot of trouble with grip in practice. We'll have to see if that plays a factor here today. That team really biting their nails about if they were able to get that grip problem fixed, which with them running wide, starting to prove that it may not have been fixed, which could be an issue. Alec getting through Malcher, you can see behind. But Malcher trying to fight back on the outside. This is for the 5th position. And Malcher is going to get it from the 10th position on the start. He'll gain a top 5 spot. Good job, Kieran Malcher early. Paulson, though, leading. Paulson's in the dirt. Jackson's in the dirt. And there goes Pericles. Oh, lots of struggle for Cordell Paulson there. He's obviously going to keep going. 4th place now. Dropped from 1st to 4th. We'll see if he can make that time up. He's already trying to make the move on Anderson to get back into 3rd. But Nick Pericles is now leading here in La Colina. He won the finale last season, which was Yas Marina. We'll see if he can win the finale here and maybe bring home a championship for Scott Ganassi Racing, which he would become the first ever Rank B champion. Any other wrecks has happened? Doesn't seem to be so. Monaco was in the pits. Oop. Brock's in the pits. What happened to Brock? Wait, didn't we see it? No. What happened to Brock? Brock's was a cause and effect of what happened on lap 1 after he hit that wall. That's what happened. But right now, it's Pericles. Oh, Anderson got really loose there, and that's going to just cause Jackson to keep his spot in 2nd. But Nick Pericles will lead his first lap of the race. That 98 NTT data machine for Nick Pericles. Already preferred to keep his ride next season. Same with his teammate Arndt. Carlson making that trade back with Philip Scott. Philip Scott will step into his new 89 next season. This team looking strong as ever. This team's always been a decently strong team, but they've really stepped it up this season. Jeffrey Finguy will be coming down into turn 1, battling with Dodd and Windhelm. And Dodd, him and Dodd would just get together. And both of them would go into the wall. Caldwell would clip Oh, unfortunate for Vance Caldwell and Epic Motorsports, but Windhelm and Thin Guy just touched. And that's going to be day for both of them. Can't check out every incident, though. Okay, but this interests me. It's Carson Bowers. We can't ignore Carson Bowers. So what happened was that, first of all, Cordell Paulson regained the lead. But that was just a tag on extra to that original incident with Windhelm and Thin Guy. Downey spun around, and then Bowers clipped the back of Downey. Blew up his engine. So, bad luck for Carson Bowers. Lots of contact early in this race. But right now, Cordell Paulson leads over Nick Pericles, Max Anderson, Jack Halleck, and Alexander Rowe. Rowe has gotten the spot on Jackson. Jackson's still struggling for grip. He needs to get that solved. They may get that resolved on the next pit stop. They may try to fix something, change their setup a bit. Anderson fights with Pericles. This is for second. Anderson runs it wide. He's going to be able to wrap it back in and take it. Yes, he will. And Anderson will take position. Good job, Max Anderson. Paulson now battles with Anderson. Pericles trying to dive down the inside. Not gonna work. Not in that hairpin. That doesn't work. Oh, Jackson battling with Halleck now. Because he tried to make a move on Rowe. Jackson's got to be desperate to get past Rowe, because if Rowe finishes one spot ahead, that lowers that gap from 7 to 4 points. Which means it's going to get even closer. Jackson trying to now keep Halleck behind him. Doesn't seem like he'll be able to. Here comes Jack Halleck for 5th. Mulcher for 6th. Jackson losing sight of Rowe. Now the gap is 1 point. Unless Mulcher can get past him, then it will be 2 points in Rowe's favor. Anderson has gained the lead. Lap 6 of 19, and Max Anderson is your new leader. We expect pit stops to happen soon. So anyone with any damage is going to suffer during the pit cycle. Jackson probably going to have to get a little bit of a change with a setup during that pit stop, which will take a few extra seconds, but maybe worth it in the long run. Arndt making moves into the 9th position. John Arndt is coming as well. Carlson got involved in that early incident. But Arndt blows the engine! Oh! Right as we were talking about him. And John Arndt will blow the engine here in La Colina. That's not going to be good for Scott Ganassi. He'll cruise around. Is he going to come to a complete stop on the track? I don't think he can make it back to pit road. Yeah, I don't think he's going to make it back to pit road. He's slowly losing speed. He's gaining speed using the banking of the track, which is good. Bad luck, John Arndt. And they're chasing Max Anderson, who a lot of people are saying he should be given the title of greatest of all time, but he runs wide as we say that. Paulson back to the lead. Pericles fights for a second. I don't think he's going to get it now. Not yet. Shepard gets past Jackson, but Jackson going to use the lap car of Laughter Stukel. Take advantage of that. Thank you very much. And oh, that inside line on that downhill really doesn't work. A lot of spots where the inside does work, a lot of spots where it really doesn't. That spot's one of them. But now, Cordell Paulson, he only has 1 win to his name in his career. If I'm correct, that came in Mid-Ohio last season, in the Sunoco Royale, back when we went to Mid-Ohio. Since then, he's been winless, but he's had such an amazing season. 3rd place in points in the finale, the start of the finale. Oh, but he hits the curbing. Oh, he hit the hill. That's just going to run Anderson right by him. Easy. Maybe. Paulson seems to be fighting back on that outside coming into the final corner. He may keep this. Anderson takes a dive. Nah, he won't get it. Paulson's going to have that outside momentum. Easy move. Easy move. Jackson versus Shepard behind, but right now the big battle is just between these guys. Anderson not going to work on the inside, but he's going to be able to keep it from Pericles, who's trying to challenge behind. Paulson trying to keep the lead. What a good battle this is. Anderson trying to come back on the inside. Pushes him wide. Bump and run down the inside for Max Anderson. And he'll regain the lead. But Paulson already close enough to make a move. Can he retaliate? On the one car. Anderson makes the same mistake. Oh, my voice is still being weird. That was a huge mistake for Max Anderson. He ran it way too wide. He'll have to get back up to speed to stay in this. Oh, Jackson continuing to fall. He really needs to get a hold of himself here. Because Corridor Paulson trying to run to a points lead. Now being chased by Nick Pericles, though. Right now, though, I think it's Rowe who has the points lead over Jackson and Paulson. Alexander Rowe, 1, 2, 3 spots ahead. 9 points. That means he's 2 points up in this championship, which is huge. But it's still Cordell Paulson, but there's Audrey Barnowska's ahead. Pericles is in the dirt. And we have pit takers. This means they're coming in the pits. All of them are. Anyone trying an overcut? In practice, an overcut seemed like a good strategy. Surprisingly enough, no one's pulling an overcut. Even 1 lap extra makes a whole lot of difference. Sunoco will be the first one to try, or no, she lapped down. She is. Engine issue for the 05. Pericles out first. Paulson, we're hearing he's having an adjustment in his car. Try to give him more grip as well. Rowe and Jackson are still in the pits. Jackson, we expected, he needs to do some adjustments. He needs to get this car going, but what's happening to Rowe? Rowe is finally out. He's creeping out of his pit stall, and so is Jackson. Did they both have major adjustments? We're hearing Jackson did have a major adjustment. He wanted to get that car as good of condition as he can to try to get some grip out there. But they both just dropped. This changes the championship. Paulson's in a great position now, but Nick Pericles is in a better one. Nick Pericles trying to gain a ton of points in this championship now and potentially get himself in position to win one. Pericles just trying to keep it under control. It's Anderson and Mulcher fighting for second. Then it's Shepard and Dodd fighting for fourth. Roush all on his own out here. But Paulson already trying to dig through, trying to jump through the field. Get to Pericles. One more pit stop is expected. But what about Sunoco, who's already pit? She's going to be pitting soon and already has damage, so she ain't going to play no factor. No way. No way she can play a factor. She's 29. So right now, Nick Pericles comes down. Comes all the way down the hill, down the back straightaway. Into the chicane and then into the hairpin. He's just got to worry about keeping Anderson behind, but he goes back in the dirt, which closes Anderson. Where is Jackson and Rowe? And how well did that adjustment work for the 10 car? Trying to make a move on Julio Cesar. He'll jump to the right, trying to hold it down the back straightaway. Trying to get past lap car to reach Rowe. Rowe's on his own as well. You can still see the dust out of Pericles. I think Jackson's got it now. He just got to keep his line. A big adjustment for Jackson and Rowe, trying to get some more grip. I don't see why that was logical, but they're going to try. Right now they sit 19th and 18th. Paulson will need as many spots as he can get to stay ahead, or to get ahead in the championship. And this is probably going to be one because Baranowski's really holding Roush up. And here comes Cordell Paulson. Right down the inside of Baranowski's as well. Not even going to be held up. And Paulson will get the next position. Fitzwater going to jump down. Roush really didn't need that. Come down Brock. After that big damage on lap 1, he will not play in this championship. It's pretty much over for William Brock. He won't win a championship this time around. Pericles leads over Mulcher as the gap is shortened down, I think, to less than a second as they cross the finish line. Yes, 3/10. Mulcher pulls a 2:12.2, which is the 4th fastest lap of the race. Dodd a 2:13.4, just faster than your leader. Dodd trying to hunt up. Most importantly, Mulcher trying to get Nick Pericles. Pericles really wants this though, because if Pericles can win here, that's going to be amazing for his championship hopes. That's going to put him right in the thick of things for his first Sunoco Elite Series championship. But he runs it a little wide. Mulcher looking low. Mulcher, oh, I'm not sure. Pericles trying to put it down the inside. Keep his lead. Anderson, don't keep him out. He's there. But Pericles will keep the lead. Dodd continues to fight with Shepard. Are they fighting or are they working together to get to the front? Because they are teammates. Which, they won't be teammates next season because Dodd going into retirement again. Dropping out again. And Shepard moving up to Roush Racing next season, which a lot of people are really excited to see him in a rank A. Paulson is just trying to fight from Duncan. Duncan wasn't ahead of him. He just got past Roush. Let's check on the 10. 2:13.2, not bad. Not bad. They're not pulling bad laps. Definitely going to need more than this. Gerard Aron, good job out of Gerard. Battling for the 15th position after starting around 29th. Moving to Epic Motorsports next season has definitely given him a big confidence booster, and it's already starting to show. He's been digging through this pack. Bobby Jones, his former teammate, with him, but Jones going to come down the inside. Gerard does not seem to want to jump on Baranowski's. Maybe a little afraid of something might happen. Or something happening. Oh, like that! Into the dirt goes Gerard Aron. Looking up through the pack once more. Fitzwater making the move on Scott Roush. Fitzwater cannot win the championship, but he can still gain some spots. Get himself higher up, and he will get the spot on Scott Roush and get some more points. 3 more points for his championship. Duncan at 2:13.3. 6th fastest lap of the race. Shepard hunting. Dodd, where's Dodd? Dodd went in the pits. Oh my god, that was a massive undercut. Dodd pulls an undercut to try to just make it to the end on this run. I'm not sure how smart that was. That might work out, might not. The overcut was shown to be way better in practice, so we're not sure why he's decided to do this. Oh, but Mulcher right on the tail end of the 98 car of Nick Pericles. Scott Ganassi trying to pull out their 4th win this season. For a rank B team, that's incredible. Pericles goes up the hill into the bank corner. Lap 12 and 19. We expect one more pit near the end of this race. Shepard. Don't keep Shepard out either. He could hunt through the pack to get to the front. Pulling 213s, though. He'll need more than that. Out of the bank corner. We're about to come down the hill. They've reached Chase Dunbar. How are they going to deal with him? Depends how slow he is. If they can catch him here, that's going to be great for them. They're not. Pericles held up. He'll move to the right. Try to go wide around him, which is actually a very smart move. And he'll get the spot. Great move for Nick Pericles to try to keep ahead of Kieran Mulcher. And that worked so well. Pericles will lead yet another lap and get one step closer to leading the most laps, meaning 10 extra points to chase Jackson down. This battle continues. Pericles trying to defend from the 40. Almost got under Pericles there. Mulcher trying to pull it out. Mulcher and Anderson fought for a win last time in Bermuda. But now they have Pericles in the fray as the 40 tries to jump wide. Doesn't work. He'll go down the hill. Pericles still leading. Mulcher has just made attempts in all the wrong places. Remember, the overcut is the better strategy. Is anyone going to try it? No, we see a massive undercut. Another undercut. I think they're responding to Dodd because if they let him go out for too long, he'll start to gain more pace. This is just a response. Paulson not going to respond. He's going to stick with his strategy. Anyone else? Jones is going to divide from Iran. The two big points guys are going to come in again. Dodd stays out, obviously. This is where we see how well is that undercut going to work. Goes through 1 and 2. Will look wide. There's Anderson. Wait, there's Anderson! He got him! Dodd got him! Wow, that undercut not only worked, but that worked in spectacular fashion. Dodd has like a 4-second lead now. Wait, wasn't Pericles leading? Pericles lost spots. Ooh. But now we look ahead. We look at the people who's performing the overcut. Mainly this guy, Cordell Paulson. Will this overcut work? Dodd's undercut worked, so I don't know why it changed now. In practice, it seemed that the overcut was way better. Like by a long shot, 2-3 seconds. But now, it switched on us. I don't know how it switched on us, but that switched so quickly. This means that Paulson may not be working out. He's trying the expected strategy of the overcut. Just trying to stick on strategy. Because the pace he's still got in these tires is nice. Still pulling 212s. Paulson will stay out another go. I think he just expects he has the pace in the tires. And so does Bobby Jones. Jones will stay out again. Dodd has already pit. He'll try to stretch it to the end on fuel. Right now it's Dodd over Anderson, over Shepard, Mulcher, Pericles, Duncan, Fitzwater, Irvine fighting with Oran, who gained a good amount of spots in that pit cycle. Rowe has jumped Halleck, which is more points for Rowe. Right now, Jackson still leads the points between them. Unless Paulson has something to say about it, we'll check on the overcut. Oh, there's Brock trying to pull. Or no, Brock has damage. He's on a different cycle. Can't really compare with him. Oran trying to fight for a 10th position. Keep in mind, he started 29th. And the guy behind him, Philip Scott, started way down the order, even further down in the late 30s. So these two show way more speed than anyone else. And Irvine will run it wide. Irvine's also having major grip problems. And that's going to be a top 10 spot for Gerard Aron. The confidence boost from confirming a ride next season. Really doing wonders for him. Fight between Fitzwater and Pericles. Fitzwater's going to get that easy. It's still Cordell Paulson, though. He is still running out here. 2-lap overcut. Is he going to go for 3? He sees lap cars ahead. You got to come in to stop, to not be held up by lap cars. His best option is to pit right now. Because these lap cars are going to be hell for him if he doesn't. Because he's got Johnson and Thompson ahead, who are both slow by about 4 seconds. So, Paulson, you got to come in this time. If you want any chance for this overcut to work, you got to come in now. Which, this is a massive overcut, and if this works, I commend him for a great strategy. He comes down, and this is it! Paulson will come into the pits this time. Lap 16 of 19. What about Jones? Jones from the second position will do it as well. This puts Dodd in the lead. Mulcher and Anderson fight for second. Dodd. Chris Dodd. A lot of people expected him to get a win this season. Can he do it now? We're watching the 11. He's working on the car, getting the car back going, getting the fuel in. He'll come out. Dodd will jump him. Where's Anderson? Anderson got him. Shepard got him. Mulcher got him. I think he's going to come out right where I expected him to. Ahead of Pericles and Duncan. That's exactly where I expected him to come out. So now, Chris Dodd is your leader. 2 to go next time around. It's Anderson in second, Shepard in third, and Kieran Mulcher in fourth. None of these guys are championship rivals. First one is Paulson in fifth. Pericles in sixth is the next one. Duncan in seventh is the next one. Then you have to go even further to, I think we saw Roush. Roush in 13th. You go even further, Brock 25th. Halleck 17th. Jackson has damage and Rowe is gone! Wait, where's Rowe? Rowe dropped. Something happened. What happened? Let me go see. So 2 things. First, Adam Vincent would blow up, and that's why Jackson went into the wall. But not only that, but Rowe is back in the pits for an issue. Vincent would stop on track, and that would be day for Adam Vincent. But this changes more things. Jackson may have to come in again, but the big thing now, Chris Dodd. He pulled a massive undercut. The big question now, can he make it on fuel? If not, it's Anderson and Shepard fighting for a win. Gonna give Paulson some more points, which is not what Jackson wants to see. The 66 battling with the 98 still. It'll be 2 laps to go. This time around for Chris Dodd. And Shock Allison Racing trying to go to the winner's circle for their second time this season. Oh, Dodd makes a big mistake, but he's still going to keep rolling. Anderson trying to hold second. Could Shock Allison pull 1-2? Shepard has speed. He's had speed all season. He's going to pull to the outside, which is the preferred line. Good move, Shepard. This is a veteran move. The 2 4-season veterans going at it, and veteran move takes it away. What about Jackson? Is Jackson going to have to pit? Or is he going to stay out to try to jump over Rowe? Is that damage causing a problem? That's the big question we have to ask. He gets past Brock. so he seems to have some speed. But he'll come in. Nope, he's talking about it on the radio. He says there's something wrong now. They gotta come in. Oh, it looked like he had it on Rowe. But it won't come true. But he's gonna have a few people hit it as well. So it's not too big of a deal. Not too big of a deal. He'll probably drop to the position behind Rowe, which isn't too big of a deal. But the big deal going on now, Chris Dodd. Can he pull it off? Your Season 1 Sunoco Royale champion. You're the first ever Royale winner. Has never gotten a win. He missed one season. He missed Season 3. Because CJ Racing retired and he dropped. He came back this season under Shock Allison Racing. He's already announced he's going back into retirement. But I think he wants to go out knowing he has a win on his belt. Anderson trying to track him down. I don't think he can. It's 4 seconds. He'd have to pit. I'm not sure if he has to. That's the thing. I don't know if Dodd has to. He pit early. Here he comes. Down the hill. Once again, the first of 2 doubleheader races. And Chris Dodd trying to get that elusive first career win. Does he have to pit because of his undercut? He does! Oh, no! Dodd! No! Dodd's done. Max Anderson, white flag for your Season 3 champion. Dodd's gotta be heartbroken. Into the grass goes Anderson! Oh, that's gonna close them. That's gonna close them big time. Shepard and Mulcher close. Another mistake, Anderson, and that's gonna let Shepard pounce. Paulson has closed the gap all the way down. He's close to Mulcher now. It's the white flag. Can Anderson hold on? Anderson pulls a good line. Shepard's in the loose stuff. Paulson goes by. That's a podium for Cordell Paulson. Paulson is on such a fast pace. I don't think he can catch Anderson now. Those were the 2 big trouble spots. I think Anderson's in the green. Anderson trying to pull another double. Another double. That would be incredible. Anderson had pulled the double back in Season 3 in his winning season. He pulled the double. Can he be the first person to pull 2 doubles? The other one was William Brock and Anderson going for win number 8. Going down the hill one more time. Mulcher's close, but I don't think he's close enough. It's deja vu at Bermuda. Into the last corner. I don't think Mulcher's there, but Anderson's in the grass. Here comes Mulcher. Here comes Paulson. Don't drag race. 3 wide to the line. The battle. Mulcher wins. Kieran Mulcher by 1/100th of a second will take the win in La Colina in one of the most epic finishes we've ever seen. Anderson made a costly mistake and will lose 2 spots at the line. And 1/100th was the difference between Kieran Mulcher and Cordell Paulson. But Kieran Mulcher will pull it off to get his 2nd career win. My God, that was awesome. Mulcher showed so much speed today, and he did deserve that win. Any one of those three deserved that win today. And Kieran Mulcher will come out on top to take career win number 2 here in La Colina. He cannot win the championship, but he will take a win in La Colina. Ignore the dogs in the background. Let's go look at that finish again, that close finish. As we look on the helicopter cam, this is going to be the best thing to do it on. Mulcher would try to dive down the outside. Paulson makes a really risky move. Anderson has no momentum on the inside. They'll come down to the line. And we'll see if we can find a good camera angle of them at the line. But that was the difference. Where is a good camera? Do we have a good camera angle of that? Right there. Kieran Mulcher, by 1/100th of a second, will pull his second career win in the first race. This is why this track is the finale. Kieran Mulcher, an epic last lap pass, an epic finish to pull his second career win. What an absolutely remarkable run out of Kieran Mulcher. And where did Jackson and Rowe finish? Rowe 15th, Jackson 18th, meaning the championship closes. But did the Paulson get the points lead? Oh, we see that we had a wreck out of Angel. What happened to Angel before we go to the finishing results? So what happened was Sean Angel being a 3 wide with Scott Roush and Roman Rahal as they come into 1 and 2. Roman Rahal would try to dive low, but that wouldn't work too well. He'd clip Angel, and Angel would take a hard lick into the wall. He would be put to the medical center. We were pretty sure he'll be alright, but still uncertain fully. But as we skip back to the finish, Cordell Paulson came so close. So close. Kieran Mulcher. What a finish. What a finish. I thought Anderson had that. But career win number 2 for Kieran Mulcher. Let's go look at your finishing results as these guys go 3 wide. Maybe a little bit of a chat. So it's Kieran Mulcher taking his second career win with Paulson in second, Anderson in third, all separated by less than 1/10 of a second. Shepard in fourth, Pericles fifth, Fitzwater sixth, Duncan seventh, Jones eighth, Dodd ninth, and Benoit Deravine will round out your top 10. Back Jackson 18th, Rose 15th. That means Jackson is now losing the championship by 2 points. He has been familiar like that before. Well, it depends on where Paulson is, too. Not fully sure on the points. We'll check that out in just a moment. But we'll look through the order a little bit more at some of the other people. We aren't going to be able to check out all these incidents, but we will note them. We do know for a fact Arndt did have that engine issue, blew up. So did Vincent, had apparently a clutch issue. That sucks. But a lot of people dropped out. Was there any championship rivals here who dropped? Doesn't seem to be me, unless I'm completely blind. No. Carlson involved in that accident. That sucks for Scott Ganassi, but I think they're still in this. Then again, with Full Frontal getting that win. Then again, they only had one other point scorer. Pericles is up here. So, you never know. Arndt still scored points. So, congratulations to Kieran Mulcher by .012. Let's go look at your points position. So, as we look at the points, I was right. Cordell Paulson would take the points lead away from Paul Jackson, making him one step closer to the first ever Rank B champion, 17 points. I was wrong. Rowe is actually 1 point behind Jackson, 18 points back, and Pericles, the last person who can win this championship, 89 points back. It's a stretch, but it can happen. Halleck is done. Roush is done. Duncan is done. And Brock is done in this championship. They are through. Your championships are over, which sucks. But there's still 4 people left going into this final race. Paulson, Jackson, and Rowe are the 3 who've been battling for a while. Paulson's been in this championship since the very beginning, and he's still here. Rowe has been in this championship since the very beginning. He's still here. Jackson only climbed up during the second half of the season, but climbed so quick it was ridiculous. And these 3 will battle for a championship in the second race of the doubleheader. It's going to be an epic finale. We already saw part 1 of the epic finale, which was incredible, that epic finish. I still can't believe that happened. But it's Paulson leading the points. As we look down at the constructors' points, things are changing slightly as Maverick still leads by an incredible over 454 points. They win Constructors' Championship no matter what now. They have clinched Constructors' Championship. Congratulations, Maverick GP, for taking their first ever Constructors' Championship. Epic Motorsports is pretty safe in second, but then you got the battle. Scott Ganassi, Roush Racing, and Full Frontal battle for that last spot in Rank A. Scott Ganassi has crashed the party this season, and they are currently third, trying to hold off Roush Racing and Full Frontal. Roush Racing now in a big danger because they're only 30 points ahead of Full Frontal. Clever Haas can still take Rank A, but it's a little bit of a stretch. They would need a little over 100 points, if I'm correct. I don't know, they would need 100 points over them, which is still pretty hard for a Rank B team, but with Paulson, you never know. Fitzwater, I think they're basically done. Shock Allison as well. Trailblazer and Monarch fighting for that top rank C spot, but they're pretty much going to stay there. Actually, they will stay there. Same with Red Stallion. Red Stallion is not safe, but it's safe enough. They're pretty much in. HHR is in a tiny bit of a threat, but looks like it's going to be Thundersport and Sabersport dropping to the lights. Roger Race finally so close to dipping his way out of last place, which he's been in last place since like round 5 or 6. It's been like stupid how bad he's been this season. I hate to say it like that, but it's stupid how bad he's been this season, and he's most likely dropping the lights, so that sucks. Looking at some of the people who dropped spots in this first of 2 doubleheaders, Carlson and Caldwell dropped 4 spots apiece. Finguy dropped 3, Windhelm dropped 2, Jovic dropped 2, Brock dropped 2. Not many big droppers. You got some gainers throughout the pack. Irvine gained 4. Good job, Irvine. Angel gained 1. Shepard gained 4 up into 11th. Good job, Shepard. Mulcher only gained 1 somehow. But if he wins the next one, he could get up to like 4th or 5th place in the championship, which is like nice. He could still beat Alec. It can happen. You never know. Look through. Downey lost 3. That sucks. But yeah, the constructors' points is a really big issue now because Rank A pretty much has solidified Maverick GP. Epic Motorsports can still fall out, but it's a little bit of a stretch for them to fall out. Roush Racing, Scott Ganassi, and Full Frontal are right there in the mix. Clever Haas is again another stretch to change, but at least they've locked themselves in Rank B because they were in threat a while back of moving down to Rank C earlier this season, but now they're pretty much confirmed their place in Rank B. They may be able to jump up to A, but it's a very big stretch. Again, congratulations, Kieran Mulcher. Round of applause. What a great push at the end. Cordell Paulson will lead to the green flag in the second of the doubleheaders next time because we are going to reline them up by points position. So it will be Paulson, Jackson, Rowe is your starting positions. Paulson's going to have some work to do to keep Jackson Rowe behind him, but with Jackson's grip issues, can Jackson even play a factor? Or will he have another championship ripped? I don't know. But one more race left, 19 laps left, which is next time your last race of the doubleheader, your last race of the season in La Colina. Until then, guys, ciao. Alright, so a bit of a change of plans late. We have decided that the starting order of the next part of the doubleheader will be the reverse points order instead. There was a bit of a mix-up. So, in fact, Roger Ray will start on pole, which... oh boy. And Cordell Paulson will start at the rear of the field with Jackson and Rowe chasing. Or Jackson Rowe ahead. So this will see how well your new points leader can hunt through the pack to see if he can actually tie together a championship. We expect this to get pretty interesting. But you guys will have to hold out for that, because obviously you just got done watching the first doubleheader. I still got to record the second one, so I don't know how this championship is going to go. So hope it goes well. I hope it does. I hope it ends real nice. But now, until next time, guys, the next doubleheader will start reverse points order. So good luck to everyone, and especially Roger Ray at the start of the field. Ciao.